Hello everybody and welcome back to the Celtic FC 25 career mode. We will be playing the Champions League playoffs today against a very formidable opponent who are a bit of a familiar opponent. I feel like we've played them quite a few times already in this series. Both those games will be played in full in this episode. Couple of highlights to get through before we get to that first leg and reveal the opponent. We did travel to Kilmarnock here for the first game, played the highlights, got a 2-0 win. Let me show you the goals. Evan Ferguson keeping up his great form this season. Lovely right-footed finish, easy for me to say, past the goalkeeper there to give us a 1-0 lead. And then the man who I am now just going to call Francisco, because I keep saying his second name wrong, he doubled the lead here, made it 2-0, and sealed 3 points for us to kick off the episode. One of the most incredible Old Firm derbies you will ever see has just taken place. What a game this was. Didn't get off to the best start. I tried out Costa and Brooks at the back today because Garcia will be suspended for the game in the Champions League. What a chip that was by Fashion Jr. I have to give it to him, but look at the calamity of the defence. Costa there, sliding in when he's nowhere near the bloody ball. Unbelievable. Cockchu, though, who we kept in the starting 11 despite making a few changes in other areas, he was the one who got us an instant equaliser, back on level terms within a few minutes. But then Matondo decided to go, you know what, you're having a good run at the league this year, lads. Let me try and make this a bit more interesting. And he blasts that one into the top corner. There was no stopping that. There was no stopping that chance at all. It's a really good finish, I have to give it to him. 2-1 to Rangers, but that was not the half-time score. Adamida, he has a good record in Old Firm derbies in this series, and he was on form in this game, getting us that equaliser before half-time to bring it back on level terms. And then for the first time in the game, we took the lead. It was that man again, Adamida. Good ball in. He was never going to miss the header from there. Very nearly ran right into the post. That would not have been good. But what was good was that finish to put us 4-3 up. And then he sealed his hat-trick here. And I thought surely he sealed the game. Maida slots it over to him. Ida puts it in. 4-2, hat-trick, game, set and match. Except, not quite. Rangers lit this goal lit a fire under Rangers. They brought it back to 4-3. I find I'm having a lot of these high scoring games at the moment. The game got updated recently, and since then there's a lot of basketball scores. It's really annoying me. It kind of feels like the old game, where there would just be a ridiculous amount of goals. And then Connor Barron really pisses me off here. No defensive awareness there whatsoever. 4-4. The controller was very nearly about to be smashed into pieces. This really, really pissed me off. We did make a couple of changes, but not enough to be conceding 4 goals against Rangers. But thankfully, Adamida stepped up yet again, scoring our 5th and his 4th of the game to give us a 5-4 lead. The amount of emotions that have gone through me, lads, in this game is unnatural. And it's not what I needed right before our next game, which is in the Champions League. And I can reveal to you that our opponent in the playoff round of the Champions League is none other than the Italian stallions themselves, the old lady Juventus. We've played them a few times in this series. They knocked us out in one of the early seasons of this career mode. We played them in the league phase the year after and got a bit of revenge by beating them at Celtic Park. And now we have to play them to advance to the last 16. The other games there, Sporting Inter, Shakhtar Barcelona, Roma and Chelsea, Bilbao, Monaco, City PSG, Leverkusen, Feyenoord, and Sevilla and Wolfsburg. So we definitely got one of the tougher opponents that we could have gotten. But look, we only have ourselves to blame. We didn't have a great showing in the league phase. Where did Juventus finish in the league phase? They finished in 12th. Actually, I never showed you the top 8 in the last episode. So that was Liverpool, Dortmund, Atalanta, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Atletico, Real Madrid, and Salzburg. Fair play to Salzburg. Those are the teams that advance straight through to the last 16, and we have to go through the bloody playoff round. Let's get into the game. It's not going to be an easy one. We've not made life very easy for ourselves in the Champions League this season, but we need to step up now. First leg is at Celtic Park. This is the team we're going with. I'm keeping Hatate in there. He's been in very good form in the Champions League, apart from, that game against Atalanta. But listen, everyone was off form that day. Garcia is suspended. Costa comes in to partner up with Brooks. But other than that, it is our strongest team. Everybody's at a decent level of fitness. A couple of players in the 90s when it comes to their fitness. But that is no problem. Let's get into it, lads. A rainy day in Glasgow. Juventus travel to Parkhead yet again. Let's hope that the brick wall glitch may give us a bit of luck like it has in previous games in the Champions League. Although this season, I don't feel like it's made too much of a difference. But what a game this is. Oh, lads, Champions League nights at Celtic Park just look so special, don't they? It's definitely on the bucket list to go to Celtic Park to see a Champions League game. It really, really is. Just a magnificent stadium, an incredible atmosphere. There's been some incredible nights here over the years against some big teams. And hopefully we can add to that history here. But here we go. Let's go through the brick wall. It's tradition. Every time we play a Champions League match at Celtic Park, we got to do that. But yeah, lads, Season 4. I thought by now we'd be getting into the latter stages of the Champions League. And technically, of course, that's still possible. But, of course, we've not made it very easy for ourselves. And Juventus there, you can see, are lining up with a very, very strong team. Although, finishing 12th in the league phase, it's not terrible. But I think they'll be a little bit disappointed, especially seeing teams like Salzburg finish in the top 8. No disrespect to them, but Juventus would probably fancy themselves to finish above teams like that. But that's what's crazy about this new format. Let me know what you think about it as well. Obviously, I asked this at the very start of the series about what people thought about the new format for the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League as well. Let me know what you think of it so far. I've seen mixed reactions to it. It's definitely a bit of a head wreck, shall we say. But this is our team. Varela is one yellow card away from getting suspended. That's just something we need to keep an eye on. But everybody else is not in that position. I couldn't think of a more clever way to say that. Again, I think I said it in the last episode. I'm literally bulk recording every episode this week. Very, very busy week ahead of me. Not going to be at home an awful lot. So I needed to get all these episodes recorded, one after the other after the other. Vlahovic is still with Juventus there. He has made our life a living hell a lot of the time. Leon Bailey's there as well. I think he was there the last time we played them as well. But let's just confirm their team also. Let's see it. Thiago Motta, of course, the coach. They've got Balde there as well. Luis Diaz on the bench. Douglas Luiz is there. Bento in goal. Livramento, Bremer, Romagnoli, Balde. Douglas Luiz and Figuli. Huerta, Ceballos and Bailey. And Vlahovic up front. Very, very strong team for Juventus. They are definitely one of the tougher teams to come up against in career mode. But apart from some of the results this season, we ain't no pushovers. Well, it's time to go 2-0 up and bottle a lead against the big team again. Oh, and because I've said that now, we're going to go 1-0 down. Ooh, Vlahovic. Early chance, but he blasts it over. Oh, he's such a good player. He really, really is. Obviously a great player in real life, but in the game as well. He is just absolutely phenomenal. Wonder how long he'll stay at Juve for. Remains to be seen. But anyways, we look to go on our first attack here. Here's Evan Ferguson. Go on, Evan. What a start. 6 minutes in, our first chance of the game. Evan Ferguson, 9 goals in 9 Champions League appearances this season. He has been absolutely sensational in this tournament. It has not been the most straightforward of campaigns, to put it very, very mildly. But Evan Ferguson, he is stepping up each and every single time. What a finish that was as well. Keeper knew he was going to get nowhere near it. Bit of a phantom dive. Motta absolutely frustrated looking on. And Turl delighted. 1-0, 9-9 for Ferguson. Juventus need to call 9-9-9 at the moment. And we have the lead here. But again, I can't get too excited. How many times have we been here before? And the last time we played a game in the Champions League was also against Italian opposition. And we got battered. And we were 2-0 up at one stage in that game. So there is no need to get overly excited so far. Not at this point. But here's Hatate, who really has stepped up anytime he's been called upon. He's 80 rated, but he feels like he's higher rated. Brooks now. Over to Hatate. Is Maida. Kokchu. Oh, we very nearly doubled the lead. But even if we do double this lead, I can't get too excited. We've been here before. We have been here so many times before. Headed away. Brooks will keep it in our possession though. Here's Hatate. Christensen. Maida. Jason Maida! Oh, looking for his first Champions League goal at home this season. Very similar to who was it? Not Kyogo Furuhashi. Adamida when he used to start every game. Doesn't score as much as I would like in the Champions League, Maida. But we know what a good player he is. Oh, and he's delivered in a good ball there. I've actually decided to keep him on corners on that side because, as you can see here, he can whip in a good ball when called upon. I'll tell you what, lads, my throat is really feeling it right now. Just trying to get those sympathy comments, which I'm sure there'll be plenty of them in the comment section. There'll be no negative comments at all. No, to be fair though, hasn't been too many, which I'm glad to see. Oh, Costa! Well, I tell you what, if you are going to leave a negative comment, leave it about Costa, because what the hell was he doing there? Pullison does pull out a good save. Here's Balde. Ceballos. Vlahovic. Oh, Christensen, Christensen could have got there. He could have got there. I'm not taking the blame for that. I press circle. He could have got that ball there. And Vlahovic, despite not being on his stronger foot, he's still able to blast it home. 1-1 here. Juventus equalise. And back to square one we go. But who knows, maybe that's a good thing in the long run, because everyone knows when we go 2-0 up, it does not end well. But still though, the left back should be doing so much better there. Can we respond quickly? Go on, have a go. You know what, not the worst effort in the world, and he can hit them. But it goes out for a goal kick. I'm just so glad we're playing Juventus and not Piemonte Calcio. Playing Lombardia FC and Milano FC this year brings a tear to my eye every time. I mean, Atalanta, of course, are a big club, but for some reason, Bergamo Calcio hasn't bothered me as much. It's not ideal. I'd rather it just be Atalanta. Is Kokchu. Varela. Not a bad effort. Good save by the keeper. But yeah, it hasn't bothered me as much. Lazio, kind of the same. Of course, another very big club, but I don't know, it just doesn't bother me. Even Roma's one didn't bother me that much. But of course, you'd rather have the actual licenses there. Imagine if like Premier League teams lost their license. Be like the Pez days. Man Red, Man Blue, London FC, Merseyside Red, Merseyside Blue. That was a terrible effort. There was some wild names back in the Pez days. But you know what? Back in that era of gaming, in the PS2, it was almost kind of a novelty, you know what I mean? Not having the licenses in Pez was almost kind of the... I don't want to say it was the appeal of it, but it just kind of made it a bit more... I don't know what the word is, but it was funny, basically. Oh, I tell you what, Maida! Not a bad effort. I'll tell you what, when I talk about topics like this does make me miss when the episodes were live, as I nearly knock over my table. Of course, we used to stream episodes live on here, but it's just not possible at the moment. The streams just they don't work, and I just don't have the time for it either, to be honest. As I say, I'm having to squeeze all these episodes in together. But here's Huerta. Varela, looking to get stuck in. Ceballos, he's hit the post. And we'll go into the half-time break. Level it looks. Christensen clears the ball, but the whistle blows before Ferguson could run onto it. 1-1 here. We're very much in this game though. It's been a bit balanced. Ferguson gave us the lead. Vlahovic got the equaliser. Excuse me. 1-1. All to play for still. Not going to make any changes as of yet. Going to keep things the way it is. But if you are a Celtic fan as well, let me know, with how your campaign has gone so far in the Champions League, what are your hopes and expectations? Do let me know for this season, because you've had a good start. Okay, the Dortmund game wasn't ideal, to say the least, but sometimes those games happen. I think Kasper Schmeichel said it well. A team on their best day sometimes just comes up against a team on their worst day, and you can get a result like that. What the hell was I doing there? Oh, good tackle by Johnston. But everything else has been fantastic. I think it was Bratislava that were played on the first day, 5-1. A good 0-0 draw against Atalanta. Not an easy place to go. That's a good ball into Ceballos. They still have it here. Oh, good interception. Oh, good save by Pullison. Can Christensen avoid the corner? Yes, he can. And also you had that result against Leipzig, 3-1, which for me is probably the most impressive one. I know they haven't been great in Europe this season, but still. It's not an easy team to get a 3-1 win against, believe you me. So what are the hopes and expectations? Do let me know. Johnston, have a go, lad. You can hit them! Oh, and he hit that one well. Keeper had to put it out for a corner. Corner kick here from this left-hand side. Oh, it was a good ball in. It was crying out for somebody to meet it, but we were unable to do so. Here's Christensen. Now Costa. Now Johnston. Oh, it's a poor header. Judging off the previous games in the league phase that we've played in the Champions League, 1-1 would not be a result I'd be disappointed with, to be honest with you. Especially because I don't feel like we've been too bad today. This has been one of the better performances that we've had in Europe. Might have to make a change or two in a minute, though. Here's Kokchu. I'm going to line up the power shot. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. Right, let's change it up a bit. Brooks is knacker, but I don't really want to take him off just yet. Ferguson scored the goal, but he hasn't done an awful lot since. To be fair, we haven't created too much for him. But strikers coming off the bench in the Champions League has worked wonders for us so far this season. I'm going to bring on Scott McTominay for Varela. And you know what? Hatate, he's been alright. But I kind of want to bring on Ward. Get some of that youthful presence in the team. And see if that can change things for us. As they just casually bring Luis Diaz off the bench. Bloody hell. He obviously scored a hat-trick for Liverpool in the Champions League last week. They currently are top of the league phase. They topped it in this season, and they're top in real life. It's one thing about Liverpool, no matter how they're doing in the league, and they're doing well in that as well, you can never count them out in Europe. There's just something about Liverpool in Europe that, I don't know, they just seem to perform. They may not always win the Champions League, but they always seem to perform in it. I tell you what, Liverpool, I think they're one of the favourites for the Champions League this season. I really do. But I hope I'm wrong, obviously. And I hope they don't win it. Ida! Oh, not a bad effort either. There's something about Adam Ida in this game that reminds me of Berbatov. I'm not saying in real life, even though he's a very good player in real life as well. But there's just something about the way he carries himself in game. Just feels like I'm controlling Dimitar Berbatov. Oh, here's Vlahovic though to Bailey. What a save! What a save! And he was onside as well. Well, Pullison's been a little bit hit and miss this season, but he's just pulled out one of the best saves we've ever made on this channel. And I don't say that lightly. The most famous one is probably Ramsdale's on the last day of the Premier League for Turley United in the final season. Ward's going to have a go here. Oh! I know people might say don't shoot from distance as much, but I tell you what, when it opens up for you like that, sometimes you have to take the risk. Oh, but Ward then gives away the free kick. He's probably going to get booked for that. Yes, he is. He's telling me to bring on Santos for Kokchu. Not sure if I want to do that, but I might make another change. Let's bring on Valle. And you know what? Let me bring on Palma as well. Francisco hasn't done an awful lot in this game. So we'll just freshen things up in the wing-back position and on the wing as well. And hope that we might be able to create at least one last big opportunity. Here's Scotty Mack. Go on, he's already scored against Real Madrid. Oh, in this season, Ida. Oh, Adam Ida just wasn't able to get there. They brought on João Mario as well. Looks like it's going to end one apiece. Yes, it is. Well, I tell you what, that's not the worst result, especially considering some of the horrible results we've had in Europe so far this season. The goal was very avoidable, though. That is one thing I will say. But I'm pretty happy with that performance. I don't think it was too bad. We have a result to bring to Turin. Hopefully, we can bring in a good performance there, as we see this lovely camera work here from EA. Spot on, lads. Never change. But Celtic won, Juventus won is the final score. Hopefully, we can bring in this momentum to the next leg in Italy. Our first game in the Scottish Cup is up next against Motherwell. As you can see here, completely rotated the team. Santos will come in though. He hasn't played an awful lot lately, so I feel comfortable putting him into this game. Can we progress through and try and win a fourth cup in a row? Can we start that process here? Yes, we can. It was very close. Cockchu having to come off the bench to get the winner. Palma getting a goal as well. And the first one scored by Kyogo Furuhashi. So we do advance through to the next round of the Scottish Cup. But this is where we really, really, really want to progress. The Champions League second leg here against Juventus. Santos, I'm going to bring in Hatate again. I just feel like he's... No. Scott McTominay. He just knows how to score a goal in the big game. I'm making the decision. Scott McTominay, he did score in that game against Real Madrid. I know the result wasn't great, but shut up. He is going to be the man to partner up with Cockchu in the midfield. Everything else is going to remain the same. Garcia does return. I'll be honest with you, lads, I don't know if Costa felt much better. I do think in the summer, if we don't win the Champions League this season, which, let's be honest, we probably won't, that is a position that we will need to improve on. I really think that the left centre-back, maybe another midfielder, and possibly even another left back. We'll have to wait and see. Not that Christensen's been bad. I just feel like maybe we could do it with somebody else. I don't know. Listen, I shouldn't be worrying about that now. It's going to be a rainy day in Turin, just like it was in Glasgow. But hopefully we can get a better result in this game than we did at Celtic Park. But it's not a bad result to bring in to this fixture. Let's just get into it. Lads. I'm ready. I'm pumped. Ready, willing, and Gable. If you know, you know. But 150 career wins for Joe Turl. That is not too shabby. I'll tell you what though, I'm at the stage of the career mode where I'm like, I really want to win the Champions League, of course. But I'm also like, you know what? I will miss it. I will miss this save once it's complete. I've said it a good few times on this channel, but I really do appreciate the support, lads. Putting up with me going on these rants and sometimes struggling to speak. Honestly, to see the amount of people who keep returning to each episode, it really, really means a lot. And as I say, we've got some exciting stuff coming up. So even if you're not a fan of the teams that we will be doing career modes with after Celtic, I promise you I will bring the same level of energy. I'll make it as interesting as possible. One thing I'm really going to pride myself on in these career modes, obviously we do the created player in each career mode, like with Phil Brooks here, Dylan Turl back in the Turl United days. We had JJ, Turl, Cullen, and Fat Gorilla in Clone United. Again, Fat Gorilla, if you know, you know. And obviously, as I said, Brooks with this one. And I want to make that a staple of every career mode. So I'm very excited for that to be a part of the upcoming career modes. But I also want to give stipulations and storylines for each career mode. The main thing with this career mode is Celtic winning another European Cup. With United, it's bringing United back to the glory days, and the goal is to win the treble. I don't want to just win a Premier League and a Champions League on their own. I want to win the treble again. And then with Montreal, gonna have to think of something for that career mode. Maybe it can be a stipulation with the team. I've already got a bit of a stipulation for the transfer policy, but I want to have an end goal as well. So do feel free to give your suggestions for that. But anyways, let's just get into it. Champions League football here is on the line for us again. Champions League knockout football, I should say. 1-1 against Juventus from the first leg. What can we do here in the second leg? Oh, that's a decent ball in. Christensen does really well to intercept that. Makes up for that mistake that he made in the first leg. McTominay now gives it to Cockchew. Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson. What a goal from Evan Ferguson. Calm. I need to do a Mourinho on it. I've just scored a huge goal in a huge European game. And even though I said I'm going to bring all the energy that I normally bring into this game, into future career modes. Oh my god, what a goal. What a goal, what a goal. Okay, I need to calm down. We've been here before, but that was a beauty. Calm. Perfect start. Brilliant strike. 10 in 10 for Evan Ferguson. And breathe. It's still 0-0 in my head. It's still 1-1 on aggregate. I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. We're not 1-0 up. We need to keep the mentality of this is still level. You've no idea how hard it is to contain the emotion right now. Oh my god. What a goal that was. But this is what I mean. We need to stay sharp defensively. Good tackle by Brooks. Really good tackle by Brooks. And here he is again. Over to Johnston. Now Varela. Into Garcia. Scott McTominay. Hold it up. You're fine. There's no need to rush, Scott. There's no need to rush. Brooks. Johnston. Oh, good save. And now Juventus will go on the attack. Is Leon Bailey, who I tell you what, when I did a Villa career mode last year, didn't do it on YouTube or anything, just did it in my own time. As good as he is in real life, did not like him in the game. Which is annoying, because he always does well when he plays against me. But when I had him in the squad, for some reason, it just did not work. And I ended up selling him, I think in season 3. I think it was, which was a shame, because he is a high-rated player, a very good player in real life. But sometimes, it just does not click with players. Oh, what a ball. Oh, what a save. What a save that was. Very nearly took a 2-0 lead here on the night, and 3-0 on aggregate. We still could though. Maida. Oh, unlucky. But we do keep a hold of the ball here with Johnston. Varela. Oh, it's a good ball. Varela. Oh, good save again. We're getting the power from distance. We're getting it on target. We're just not beating the goalkeeper. Apart from that brilliant strike from Evan Ferguson where I had to contain every single emotion inside of me. That's a good ball in from Cockchew. Oh my god, he hit the bloody bar. Again, I can't get carried away. I can't. That's what let me down in the Real Madrid game. The emotions just took over far too much. And I'm hoping those lessons will help us win these games. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to focus here on defending. Oh, good block by Garcia. I did not mean to pass it back to Brooks. Get rid of it. Well done. There's Varela. Over to Garcia. But as I was saying, we need to look at those losses as lessons, as opposed to failures. And if we can learn from them and keep going on this run in the Champions League, I'll be a happy man. Johnston. Oh, that's not where I wanted it to go. We still have it. Oh, I thought I was going to give that away, and then we end up giving it away like a red hot chili pepper. Vlahovic now. Good tackle by Garcia. Brooks over to Christensen. Scott McTominay. Former Napoli player, of course, back in Italy here. Okay, that was I was just about to say that was a stupid place to take a shot from, but look at who was there to gobble it up. Days and Maida, yet again, 2-0 to Celtic. Got a little bit more excited about that one, but again, we have been 2-0 up a few times in Europe this season, and it's ended up going horribly wrong. So again, calm. Johnston with a very speculative effort. I was just about to say that was probably not a great place to take a shot from, but it's led to us scoring our second goal of the game. Juventus have collapsed here in this first half. But it's still not over. I refuse to get excited. Only one added minute. Let's stop them from pulling one back. Just like Atalanta and Real Madrid did. Come on, let's try and go into a half-time break 2-0 up. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, fuck off. Oh, just fuck off. Just fucking piss off. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I know some of you out there don't like swearing, but fuck you. And fuck you too, Vlahovic. Ah, 2-1. It's happening again. Okay, I said I can't get the emotions get to me. I can't let the emotions get to me. I can't bloody speak English at the moment. 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. I thought when we went 2-0 up, with such little time left in the half, that we would bring that lead into the second half and into the half-time break, but they have gotten one back. Annoyingly, but look, I would have taken this position before the game. But we need to hold on to this. We really do. Oh, Juventus player has just fallen over himself there. Get up, buddy. Get up. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, so unlucky. So unlucky. Again, let's just focus again, though. Here's Ceballos. Is that Danny Ceballos? Or is it a different one? I can't tell. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. He's an opposition player. That's all that matters. Oh. Decent attempt at the ball. But cleared away. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay. Oh, good save by the keeper. Still 2-1 on the night. Juventus are going to make a change. It's McKennie coming on for Ceballos. Another American on the pitch. Brooks, don't you let these friendships get in the way of your competitive nature. I'm sure you won't. You're not here to make friends, you're here to make money. And to win trophies. And we've already won every domestic trophy possible for us. The Scottish League Cup's not in the game, so it doesn't count. We've won the league every season. We've won the cup every season. It's this European title that eludes us. But if we win this game and advance, then I'll feel a bit more confident. Oh, McTominay. Not a great ball. Douglas Luiz now. Huerta. Kopchu gets in the way. Well done. Is Garcia. And now Varela. What? That was not where I wanted the ball to go. That was supposed to go to Maeda. But we have it back. Varela. And now Christensen. Maeda again. Don't shoot. Just keep running. Just keep running, Dazen. That's a good save. That was a good save. Again, I can't. I know they say it's not good to bottle up your emotions, but, you know, this is the exception to the rule. But if you are struggling out there, please open up to somebody. You're not alone. There we go. Bit of a deep moment there, but it's true. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. I'm going to freshen things up. I think it's a good time for Adamida to come on. I really do. Christensen's a bit knackered as well. Let's bring on Valle. And I think everything else can stay the same. Freshen things up a bit in the midfield. Diaz comes on again. Let's hope there's no Champions League hat-trick for him in this game. And we bring on Ida and Valle to replace Ferguson and Christensen. And we take this free kick short. I know this might not be the most exciting game, lads. But it's the result that matters most to me here. Oh, and Maeda. Maeda. Oh my god, fuck, what's his name? Bento even. I nearly called him Berto. Jesus Christ, I'm nearly losing my voice as well. Excuse me. Bento is on fire today. Oh my god. I can't speak. That's a foul. That's a foul. Bloody hell, he nearly didn't give it. Whew, thank God he did. I thought he won the ball for a second. Let me just take a sip of water here. Oh, excuse me. Got away with that one. Joe Turner's fuming. He thinks it should be a red. He thinks he should be sent to prison. That was assault. Calm down, Joe. Calm down. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Turn around. Give it to Ida. Adam Ida has surely sent us through to the Champions League last 16. I'm going to get carried away now. There's only 8 minutes to go. And Ida comes off the bench. I said it was a good time to bring him on. And thankfully I didn't jinx it this time. My prediction became a spoiler. And Adam Ida, off the bench, has surely put us through to the next round of the Champions League. Brilliant work by Kokchu there. He did really well. Nice and composed. Cut it back. And the man from the Rebel County was there to slot it home. Juventus 1, Celtic 3. 4-2 on aggregate. All the pain in the Champions League this season. Will it be worth it in the end? His 5th Champions League goal of the season. It's great to see that Ferguson can do it from the start. And Ida can come on to pick up from where he left off. Juventus, though, if they pull another one back, though, it is a grandstand finish. But I think we can stop them from doing it. Go on, hold that up. Oh, lovely. Varela. Oh, he's looking a bit jaded. But the clock is running down. Time is running out. Weston McKennie now. Oh, he's done really well there. Oh, he hit the bar. Oh, he hit the bar. Just get rid of it. Just get bloody rid of it. Right. There was a method to that madness. I'm going to make some time-wasting subs. Santos, you can come on for McTominay. Costa for Garcia. Right, here's why I'm going to be really, really clever about this, right? So see how the clock slows down and it becomes a normal clock. Like the seconds aren't sped up. Right? Running down the clock here, making these changes. Yeah, you can come on for a little bit, lads. Oh yeah, let me just stop you just one more time there and let me make just a really stupid sub just to annoy them. Hatate as a right back. It makes 0 sense. He gets a -8, but it runs down the clock just a little bit more, just frustrate Juventus. Hatate comes on to play completely out of position, but who gives a shit? Because Celtic are surely going through to the next round of the Champions League. Blow it up, ref. Blow it up. Oh, Hatate. He slots right into right back. He clears it away. And we do go through to the last 16 of the Champions League. Get in there. Oh, lads. What a feeling. We needed a moment like that. We really, really did. Season 4 was in jeopardy of becoming the shortest season possible for all the wrong reasons. But we've extended it further here. Again, great camera work by EA. I can't praise these guys enough. Honestly, give them a raise for this quality camera work right here. But there's a better image. The Celtic fans lift up the scarves. Lads, you're going to be on the road in Europe again because we've knocked out Juventus. The old lady has stopped singing. Get in there. Up the boys. Take a bit of a breather there. There was a lot of emotions running through me throughout that game that I had to bottle up and I needed to let them out. But again, don't bottle up your emotions. If you're feeling something, speak about it. Just saying. But anyways, let's have a look at some of the other results. So, Inter Milan do beat Sporting 4-1 on aggregate. Barcelona dispatch Shakhtar Donetsk 6-0 on aggregate. Chelsea and Roma was pretty close, 4-2 on aggregate there. We, of course, knock out Juventus 4-2 on aggregate. Let's go over here. Bilbao knock out Monaco 5-3 on aggregate. PSG knock out Man City 3-2 on aggregate. Leverkusen knocking Feyenoord out by the same score. And 4-3 to Sevilla against Wolfsburg. That looked like a pretty tasty tie. So, before we wrap things up, let's have a look at the league table and let's also have a look at who will be playing on Friday. Normally I leave you in suspense, but this time let's build it up. At that for a lead in the league. 21 points clear of Rangers. Still unbeaten, 25 games in, 22 wins and 3 draws. Best defence in the league, best attack. I know some people mightn't be happy with the fact that we just played the highlights of the league games, especially with that 5-4 against Rangers. But we're at a stage, lads, where we are going to be running away with the league. We'll have a few close games, of course. Rangers will bring it to us because it's a derby and one of the most intense derbies in Europe, if not the most. But when we're this far ahead, feel like it's not as fun to play in the league games because we're so much better than everybody else, at least on paper. But listen, football is not played on paper, but still, you get what I mean. But Rangers in second, Hearts in third, Aberdeen in fourth, Hibs in fifth. Now, let's have a look at who we've gotten in the last 16 of the Champions League. Has it been decided yet, actually? I don't know. Let's find out together. Who will we be playing? Oh! Okay. I tell you what, when you look at some of the other teams you could have gotten, that's not too bad. Red Bull Salzburg. Now, to be fair to them, they did finish in the top 8, but look at some of the other clubs there. Liverpool, Leverkusen, Barcelona, Atalanta. We've already seen what they can do to us. PSG, Arsenal, Inter, Atletico, Chelsea, Real Madrid, even Sevilla, Dortmund, Bilbao. You know, I'd fancy our chances against them. Bayern Munich, though, there's a lot of big teams there. I'm pretty happy with that. It's annoying, though, because in my head, we should be in the quarter-final. I'm still having to get used to that playoff round. But still, lads, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I don't want to take them lightly. I'm going to have a look at their team, see who they have. But I feel like we should be the favourites going into that game. It's Red Bull Salzburg who'll be travelling to Celtic Park for the first leg. We will then travel to Austria for the second leg. And that will be in the next episode, lads. The final episode of the week, which I'm going to have to record in the next few hours because don't have a lot of time in the week that's about to arrive. The week that you're already in and the one that I am currently not in. That was definitely a more clever way of saying that, but I've been recording for quite some time, so I'm quite tired. But anyways, that will do it for this episode, lads. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. Consider subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 400 subscribers. Would love to hit that before this series ends, so please do consider hitting it if you are enjoying the series. Have a good one, and I will talk to you all on Friday. Take care.